This is stop 24. It's called the Columbia Falls Delta. It's very much like the Pineo Ridge Delta to the east, and it's a delta formed along the ice margin. The margin was along the north edge of the delta, and the melting ice, the meltwater from the ice was coming off the ice into the ocean when the ocean was 250 feet higher than it is today. The meltwater carried sand and gravel in a focused way, and it dumped it off here into the ocean and built up this large sand and gravel deposit to sea level, very much like the Pineo Ridge Delta just west of us here. And it's the same ice margin, and this delta comprised of sand and gravel over a horizontal distance, probably along the ice margin of about a mile, was built into the ocean, as I said, when the ocean stood 250 feet higher. In this direction was the ice contact slope, where the ice was up against the deposit, and this is the ocean side, and the ice discharged the meltwater and the sediment, and the delta built seaward in this direction to the south. We're looking out into what was formerly the ocean. If you notice in front of us, this is a relatively small delta compared to the Pineo Ridge Delta, and it has large holes in it, which I wonder about why are the holes here like the one in the foreground. I think what this is, as the delta prograded over the seafloor and the water here was, as I said, 250 feet deeper, there were icebergs floating around in that ocean. And one of them just grounded right here, and the delta built around it. And then eventually, after sea level dropped, the the iceberg melted away, and the delta sediment up against it and perhaps on top of it here and there just simply collapsed and formed this large hole. We find this along the front edges of the other deltas the same way. There are several deltas like this, of course, along this line of readvance called the Pineo Ridge Readvance.